Venting of the wishbone spine. Some of the early wishbone spines do not have any venting. If your wishbone spine has already been vented, it will have a V-notch cut in the bottom of the spine, as shown here. To reveal that, you may have to take the bottom wishbones off. To remove the wishbones to reveal as to whether there is a cutout in the bottom is a matter of sliding the wishbones up and out. They are on a keyhole. If they are a little stubborn to remove, it is acceptable to use a plastic hammer to tap them up. This hammer here is a simple plastic tent peg hammer that will not damage the Teflon. Remove all of the wishbones. Leave one last wishbone in that we'll use as a handle. Using a 5mm Allen key, undo the 2 screws in the top of the wishbone column. This will allow the column to slide down. Make sure you're holding it when you release these screws, or the whole thing will fall all the way to the ground. With the 2 screws completely removed, we can now lower down the column, being careful that the bottom carbon doesn't fall out as we extract the column. Here we can see the difference between a column that has been vented from the factory and one that hasn't. Notice that this one here has venting in this area, and this one here is all but completely solid. We are going to drill 3 10mm holes in the spine. Make sure that the flat washer and spacer have been removed prior to measuring. So we will measure down 140mm. That's 5mm less to allow for the radius of the drill. We will now drill a 10mm hole here. Mark these out between the welds. There are 3 welds around the spine, and all we have to do is go between them. We have drilled the 10mm hole, and we know that we're in the correct position because we can see the edge of the internal washer. This will drain perfectly during wash cycle. Before reinstallation, make sure that we hose down through here to remove any drill swarf or shavings from inside the spine. This has completed the modifications to the spine. It is now safe to reinstall the spine and the wishbones.